Prince Andrew, the younger brother of King Charles III, was released from police custody on February 19th evening after being arrested on the charge of misconduct in public office. The 66-year-old royal, formerly known as Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, was taken into custody early on February 19th morning in a case related to dead sex offender Giuffre Epstein. Thames Valley Police said the arrested man had been released under investigation. Ex-prince's arrest marked one of the most dramatic moments yet in the Epstein scandal. It is one of the gravest crises to affect the House of Windsor since its establishment more than 100 years ago. Also, it's the first time in nearly 4 centuries that a senior British royal was placed under arrest. His arrest came on his 66th birthday. He was questioned for 11 hours by detectives over allegations that he passed confidential government documents to Epstein while he was the UK trade envoy. Some of the DOJ's released Epstein files suggested that in 2010, Andrew forwarded to Epstein reports about Vietnam, Singapore, and other places he had visited on official trips as UK trade envoy. In one of these confidential memos, the former British royal went on to seek Epstein's views on investment opportunities in Afghanistan's Helmand province. The British police officers have been investigating him for several allegations that emerged after US authorities released more than 3 million pages of documents relating to the disgraced financier Epstein. Assistant Chief Constable Oliver Wright said, "Following a thorough assessment, we have now opened an investigation into this allegation of misconduct in public office." Soon after his arrest, King Charles III also issued a public statement. He said, "The authorities had the family's full and wholehearted support and cooperation. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. My family and I will continue in our duty and service to you all." Unquote. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer also said that Andrew will also have to cooperate with the United States authorities in their investigation. "No one is above the law," he added. Mountbatten-Windsor, aka former Prince Andrew, has denied any wrongdoing in relation to Epstein. He had said that he regrets their friendship. But for victims' family, this is not enough. They want justice. The relatives of the late Virginia Giuffre, who claimed she was trafficked to Britain to have sex with the former prince in 2001 at age 17, say they feel vindicated following Andrew's arrest.
Absolutely. I think it's a domino effect right now. I think we should absolutely commend the King, and we should commend the UK on how they've been handling the situation thus far. I can only relate in certain ways with how hard that would be to go up against one of your own relatives, specifically your brother. But yes, I think we have a long way to go here. There are dominoes that need to continue to fall here. My sister named over 40 men in her depositions. I think she's case in point where she's proven to be a truth teller. She had no reason to lie. She came forward because it was like the most basic level. She came forward because she wanted to protect the next generation, to inspire others to really realize that an ordinary girl can absolutely do extraordinary things. And she's proving that to the world today. So I hope that we take a closer look at Virginia's depositions. I think we should take a closer look at our survivor sisters and their depositions and what they've given already to our own government. And at this point, the real question is, when are we going to start believing survivors? I mean,
I would say on this side of the pond, in the US, in our very own backyard, we have seen far less action. And it is quite shameful on our part. Just coming back from the Pam Bondi hearing and just the lack of respect and acknowledgement that Pam Bondi owes survivors, it's so very clear. And so what I would say on our end is that the Department of Justice needs to finish this job and do it correctly, right? We need to continue to protect the survivors. We need to unmask the co-conspirators and potential perpetrators. And then we need to see indictments. We need to see further investigations like the UK, like Norway, right? I mean, we're talking about the UK that maybe has a small handful of people that are implicated versus the United States, who potentially has dozens of names, of men, of perpetrators. And so we need to do our job here. And it's the least that we can do for her, right? She spent her entire life protecting her little brother, protecting her family, protecting everyone's children, future, protecting her survivor sisters. And there's this sense of obligation to her legacy, to her work that, we're determined to see through. We're determined to pull her across that finish line, even if she's not here, to pull her survivor.
Today was a win for all survivors out there. I want to use this moment to say Virginia did this for you. She did this for the next generation. I mean, even though Andrew was arrested for potentially sharing trade secrets, this is the next step in actual justice. If these men were potentially capable of harming or violating the most heinous act that you can do out there with sexual assault, what else are they going to be capable of?
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That has often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out their right.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.